New rules for traveling to Europe in 2025. Today, we're diving into the brand new rules for traveling to Europe in 2025. That's right, big changes are coming, and we're here to break them all down for you. We'll cover everything from visa requirements to health protocols, transportation updates, and even how your travel insurance might be affected. So buckle up, grab your travel journal, and let's get started. Okay, let's kick things off with visas. If you're planning to travel internationally, understanding visa requirements is crucial. For many years, travelers from certain countries have enjoyed visa-free travel to Europe for short stays. This has made spontaneous trips and last-minute travel plans much easier for many people. But get this, starting in 2025, things are changing. The European Union is implementing new regulations that will affect how you plan your travels. The European Union is rolling out a new system called ETIAS, the European Travel Information and Authorization System. This system aims to enhance security and streamline the entry process for travelers. Think of it like a pre-travel authorization similar to the ESTA system used for travel to the United States. It's a way for authorities to pre-screen travelers before they arrive. Now don't worry, it's not as complicated as it sounds. The process is designed to be user-friendly and efficient so you can focus on enjoying your trip. Essentially, if you're from a country that previously enjoyed visa-free travel to Europe, you'll likely need to apply for an ETIAS authorization online before your trip. This includes countries like the United States, Canada, and Australia. The application process is straightforward, requiring you to fill out some basic information and pay a small fee. Typically, this can be done in just a few minutes from the comfort of your home. The good news is that once approved, your ETIAS authorization is valid for multiple entries over 3 years. This means you can travel to Europe multiple times without reapplying each time. But here's the catch. Not everyone will need an ETIAS. It's important to know your specific requirements. Citizens of countries that currently require a visa to enter the Schengen area will still need to obtain a traditional visa. This includes countries like India, China, and Russia. So, how do you know if you need an ETIAS? The best way is to check with the official website of your country's embassy or consulate in the European country you plan to visit. The best way is to check with the official website of your country's embassy or consulate in the European country you plan to visit. They will have the most accurate and up-to-date information. They'll have the most up-to-date information on visa requirements based on your nationality. This can save you a lot of hassle and ensure you have all the necessary documents. Remember, it's always better to be safe than sorry, so check early and check often. Planning ahead can make your travel experience smoother and more enjoyable. Now let's talk health and safety. When you're planning a trip, especially in today's world, it's crucial to prioritize your health and well-being. The world has seen some significant health concerns in recent years, from global pandemics to localized outbreaks. These events have reshaped the way we think about travel and health. Europe, in particular, is taking proactive steps to ensure the well-being of both its citizens and visitors. This means implementing various health measures and guidelines to keep everyone safe. While the specific protocols might vary slightly from country to country, there are some general guidelines you can expect. These include health checks at airports, mandatory mask wearing in certain areas, and social distancing measures. First and foremost, vaccination requirements. Many countries now require proof of vaccination for entry, and some may even have specific vaccines that are accepted. While COVID-19 restrictions have eased in many places, it's essential to stay informed about the vaccination and testing requirements for each country you plan to visit. This information can change frequently, so regular updates are necessary. These requirements can change, so check with official government websites or your travel agent for the latest updates. They can provide the most accurate and current information to ensure you meet all necessary health protocols. In addition to vaccinations, some countries might still have mask mandates in place, particularly in healthcare settings or on public transportation. It's important to respect these rules to protect yourself and others. It's always a good idea to pack a few extra masks, just in case. You never know when you might need them, and it's better to be prepared. Another thing to keep in mind is health insurance. Traveling without adequate health coverage can be risky, especially in the current climate. Having comprehensive travel insurance that covers medical expenses is more critical than ever. This includes coverage for COVID-19 related treatment, which can be costly without insurance. Make sure your insurance plan includes coverage for medical emergencies, COVID-19 related treatment, and even trip cancellation or interruption due to unforeseen health issues. This can provide peace of mind during your travels. It's better to be safe than sorry, right? Taking these precautions can help ensure a smooth and enjoyable trip. And finally, don't forget the basics. Good hygiene practices like frequent hand washing and using hand sanitizer can go a long way in preventing the spread of germs. These simple steps are often the most effective. Stay informed, stay prepared, and stay healthy. By following these guidelines, you can enjoy your travels while keeping yourself and others safe. Alright, let's move on to transportation. Europe has an incredible transportation network, from high-speed trains to budget airlines. But with these new regulations, it's essential to be in the know. Now let's circle back to the ETIAS system we touched on earlier. As we mentioned, this new digital travel authorization is designed to enhance security and streamline border crossings for travelers from visa-exempt countries. The European Travel Information and Authorization System, or ETIAS, is a significant step forward in modernizing travel protocols. But how does it actually work? Well, it's all done online. This means no more lengthy paperwork or waiting in long lines at embassies. The entire process is designed to be user-friendly and efficient. You'll need to visit the official ETIAS website or use their mobile app to complete the application. The website and app are both intuitive, guiding you step by step through the process. The application itself is pretty straightforward. It's designed to be completed in just a few minutes, making it accessible even for those who aren't tech-savvy. You'll be asked to provide some personal information, passport details, and other relevant data. This includes your full name, date of birth, and nationality, and answer a few security-related questions. These questions are designed to ensure that you do not pose a security risk to the Schengen area. It's important to double-check all the information you enter to avoid any delays in processing. Accuracy is key to a smooth application process. Once you've submitted your application, you'll need to pay a small fee, which is used to cover the administrative costs of processing your application, which can be done online using a credit or debit card. The payment process is secure and straightforward. The good news is that the fee is relatively low, making it affordable for most travelers. And once approved, your ETIAS authorization is valid for multiple entries over 3 years. This means you can travel to Europe multiple times without needing to reapply. In most cases, you'll receive your ETIAS approval within minutes. However, in some instances it might take a bit longer if additional checks are required. However, it's recommended to apply at least 72 hours before your planned trip, just to be on the safe side. This buffer period ensures that any unforeseen issues can be resolved without affecting your travel plans, just in case there are any hiccups or additional information is required. It's always better to be prepared and avoid last-minute stress. Once you have your approved ETIAS, you don't need to print anything out. The authorization is stored electronically. It's electronically linked to your passport. This means that when you present your passport at the border, the system will automatically recognize your ETIAS authorization. Just make sure your passport is valid for at least 3 months beyond your intended stay in Europe. This is a crucial requirement to avoid any issues at the border. That's it. With your ETIAS in place, you're one step closer to exploring all that Europe has to offer. From historic landmarks to vibrant cities, your European adventure awaits. Last but not least, let's talk about how these new regulations might affect your travel insurance policies. With all these changes, it's more important than ever to have comprehensive travel insurance that provides adequate coverage. First and foremost, make sure your insurance plan covers medical emergencies, including those related to COVID-19. Check if your policy includes coverage for medical evacuation, repatriation of remains, and trip cancellation or interruption due to unforeseen health issues. Another thing to consider is coverage for travel disruptions. With the potential for changes in transportation regulations, flight cancellations, or border closures, it's crucial to have insurance that protects you against these uncertainties. Look for policies that offer trip delay coverage, missed connection coverage, and reimbursement for non-refundable expenses in case your trip is disrupted. Furthermore, pay attention to your policy's coverage for lost, stolen, or damaged luggage. With the increased focus on digital ticketing and documentation, it's essential to have insurance that protects your belongings and reimburses you for any losses or damages. Lastly, don't hesitate to reach out to your insurance provider to clarify any doubts or concerns you may have regarding these new regulations. They can provide personalized advice and ensure you have the right coverage for your specific travel needs. Remember, having peace of mind knowing you're protected allows you to fully enjoy your European adventure. And there you have it, fellow explorers. You're now armed with the essential information about the new rules for traveling to Europe in 2025. Remember, staying informed is key to a smooth and enjoyable trip. We hope you found this video helpful in planning your next European adventure. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more travel tips, updates, and inspiration. And as always, safe travels and bon voyage.